You've seen the headlines, right? AI is coming for your job. It's everywhere. But what does that really mean for you, for me, for all of us? It's time to get past the clickbait and look at the real data to understand the huge transformation that's already underway in the job market. And look, this isn't just hype. When the head of the International Monetary Fund calls it a technological tsunami, you know it's serious. That's a pretty intense image, right? A giant wave. And it really sets the stage for the massive scale of change we're talking about. So let's try to get a sense of just how big this wave is. Okay, here's the big number from the IMF. 40%. 40% of all jobs around the world are exposed to AI. Now hold on. Exposed doesn't mean gone. Not at all. It just means these jobs are going to be seriously impacted. They'll either be changed, enhanced, or, in some cases, replaced. The big takeaway here is that for almost half of the entire global workforce, business as usual is, well, it's over. So if we're calling this a job tsunami, what does it actually look like when we get into the numbers? Because this isn't just a story about jobs disappearing. It's a story of massive, unbelievable churn.
And this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. Just look at these numbers from the World Economic Forum. On one hand, 92 million jobs could be displaced. That's a huge number. But look at the other side. A whopping 170 million new jobs are expected to be created. Do the math? That's a net increase of 78 million jobs. So this tsunami, it's not just destroying things, it's totally reshaping the landscape and creating brand new ground.
So that brings us to a really crucial idea here. This whole thing isn't about AI dominating us. It's about it transforming how we work. It's way less like some sci-fi movie where the robots take over, and a lot more about changing the very definition of what a job even is.
And this slide really breaks down the two ways this is all happening. On one side, you've got automation. That's where AI steps in and does a task instead of a person. But on the other side, you have augmentation. That's where AI works with a person, like a superpowered assistant, making them better and faster at their job. Honestly, understanding this difference between the two is the key to seeing where all the new opportunities are going to be.
So, where's this all happening the fastest? Well, places like healthcare, finance, and manufacturing are already right in the thick of it. In finance, AI is automating things like fraud detection. In healthcare, it's augmenting doctors, helping them spot diseases in scans way earlier. These industries are basically the front lines of this whole new economy. Okay, with a change this big, you've got to wonder who's feeling it first. Researchers at Stanford use this really powerful metaphor for it: the canaries in the coal mine. By looking at the first groups to be affected, we can get an early warning about what's coming for the rest of us.
And this quote nails it. The effects are not hitting everyone the same way. Some people are the harbingers, the early signals of these much wider trends. And the data on who these canaries are, it's pretty startling, actually.
Just look at this. The Stanford study found something fascinating. In jobs that are highly exposed to AI, employment for young workers, people just starting their careers, has actually gone down by 6%. But for experienced workers in the very same fields, their employment has grown by 8%. So this isn't about AI just wiping out jobs across the board. It's hitting entry-level jobs the hardest. So, why? Why is that happening? Well, it turns out AI is really good at automating tasks that are based on what you might call book knowledge, the kind of stuff you can write down in a manual, the exact work that new graduates are often hired to do. But what it can't replace, not yet, is what's called tacit knowledge, that gut feeling, the intuition, the judgment you only get from years of experience. Basically, AI is automating the training ground, and that changes everything about that first rung on the career ladder. It leaves us with a huge question. How do you get experience when the very jobs that give you experience are starting to disappear? Okay, so if that old path is getting disrupted, what's the new way forward? This is probably the most important part of our whole conversation today, figuring out what skills are becoming more valuable in the age of AI, not less. The skills that are most in demand now are the ones that are deeply human. You can kind of think of them in two buckets. First, you've got skills of the head, things like critical and creative thinking. And then you've got skills of the heart, leadership, communication, resilience. These are the abilities that AI can help with, for sure, but it can never truly replace them. This stuff, right here, this is the new currency in the job market. But there is one technical skill that is just absolutely exploding. Look at this number. 700%. Job postings that require AI fluency, which is basically knowing how to use and manage AI tools, have shot up by nearly 700%. And let me be clear, this doesn't mean you have to be a coder. It means you need to understand how to partner with these tools to do your job better.
All right, so to wrap up, let's talk about the areas where humans are still completely essential. Because for all its power, there are some pretty fundamental things that today's AI just can't do.
First up, the physical world. Generative AI lives online. It lives in the world of data and language. It can't wire a house. It can't fix a car engine. It can't build a building. So jobs that require you to use your hands and solve problems in real-world spaces, like all the skilled trades, they have a kind of natural defense against this type of automation. Second, the emotional connection. Think about jobs that are built on empathy and trust and really complex human relationships. You know, nurses, therapists, great teachers. These roles are also incredibly hard to automate. An AI can give you information, sure, but it can't give you genuine human connection. It can't provide real care. And third, unpredictable environments. AI is amazing when there are clear patterns in the data, but it really struggles when things get chaotic and unpredictable. Firefighters, police officers, paramedics, they have to make split-second judgments in situations that are constantly changing. That ability to adapt on the fly is a uniquely human strength. So, when you put it all together, the big picture becomes pretty clear. The conversation has to shift. The real question isn't if AI is going to impact your job. It is. It absolutely will. The real question is, how are you going to partner with it? How are you going to build those human skills that AI can't touch? And how are you going to learn to use these amazing new tools to your advantage? That's the real challenge, and honestly, the real opportunity for all of us.